friends, it's Vicky Wright, Independent Stampin' Up Demonstrator, Australia. The other day I posted in our Stampin' Create Facebook group on what you would like to see in the group instead of just seeing all my creations. And thank you to Sharon. She's come back and stated that she would like to see techniques. So today I thought we'd kick off a series of fun techniques. Just bear with me while I fix this camera up. Fun techniques using our soft pastels. Now, I will admit I haven't used my soft pastels for probably a couple of months, but I do love them. They're on page 125 of our annual catalogue, and this is them there. They're a chalk-based colouring tool, I suppose you'd call it. Very chalky and very soft, but lots of fun. So I keep my pastels in the original box, and I still keep them stored in the foam that they come from. It just stops them from breaking and probably contaminating each other, and it's also easy to see. So we've got, I think this is Coastal Cabana, Granny Apple Green, Night and Navy, I think, well, they're on the back anyhow. That's Mossy Meadow, Gorgeous Grape, Gorgeous Grape, that's Daffodil Delight, that is Mango Melody, which is Retired, I think, and this is Poppy Parade. Okay, so that's what we're going to play with, and we're also going to use the artistic dies along with the artistic inked stamp set, which I haven't used for a long time, so I thought we'd see how we go. Okie dokie. So we'll grab our kit. Now, with the soft pastels, you've got to be very careful that you don't end up with them all over your base card or your actual card. So I'm just going to get a scrap of paper. And this is probably the perfect time to grab your glass mat and use that, or your silicone mat. You can use that too, but I'm just going to use a scrap of paper. So what we're going to do is do a very basic technique to begin with. There's lots of ways you can use it, but this is what we're going to do today. So we'll use Coastal Cabana, and all we're going to do is create stripes along this piece of cardstock. And to do that, all I'm going to do is put it on the edge, and I'm just going to drag it across like that. Then we'll grab another one. Now, I always have a tissue with me so that I can wipe my hands. What do you call them? Wet ones. That's another one you can use. That's probably even better. Then we'll use Night and Navy, I'm going to leave a little bit of space. And that's all I'm doing, just dragging it nicely across. I think we'll use let's use, what did I say this was? Poppy Parade. Just like that. Pretty, pretty. And we might use Daffodil Delight, eh? So we'll just use those three colours. So we'll start again. Night and Navy. Poppy Parade. I'm not pressing too hard. I'm just pressing enough that I get a nice coverage. So we've got Daffodil Delight. So these are all the bright colours we're using. Okay, Daffodil Delight. We've got Coastal Cabana again. And Night and Navy, eh? Now I'm not too worried about the spacing in between. You can have an equal amount of space in between if you wanted to, but I'm just going to leave it like that. And then I'll just rub off the excess. Actually, what we might do, fingers crossed, I'm just going to rub off the excess here. I'm not rubbing it back and forth because I don't want to contaminate the colours, but all I've done is rubbed off the excess. Actually, it looks a bit beachy, doesn't it? And then we'll just throw this away. Okay. Making sure our fingers are nice and clean and our work area. You can see what a mess it ends up with. And fingers crossed that I don't contaminate our cardstock. Okay, so we can put that back now. I'll put those away. Then we're going to bring in our card kit. Now, I've pre-done some stuff, like our stamping and die cutting. And I've got 2 card bases, and I haven't even scored them, because I wasn't too sure how they would look with the colours. So that's good. I always use my Simply Scored scoring tool. So my thinking is like that. This is Night and Navy and Grey Granite. Then I was thinking maybe we could do that. And then that's that one. We might go for that, I think, because it sort of pops the colours. Okay. So we're going to layer this onto a piece of Night and Navy. And when I press down, I'm just pressing very gently because I don't want my colours to run into each other. I like them to keep like that. Now I think there is also a way of sealing them. I think I have red hairspray, don't quote me on that, but I just like them like that. I like them sort of natural looking, I suppose. We're going to stick that to that piece. But before we do that, we might do a sentiment. Straight onto our basic white. So we'll just stamp that first in case I make a big boo-boo. Let's do hello, eh? So we'll put that on here. And we'll use, so the inks I'm going to be using on this card is Lemon Lolly, Parakeet Party and Tahitian Tide. But I'm thinking we use Night and Navy for our sentiment, eh? Now I always stamp onto scrap paper first, so that I know that my image is going to be straight, especially when I don't have the backing on it. Okay. Oops. So we'll do this first. Fingers crossed. Oh, that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. And while that dries a little bit, what we'll do is grab our cleaner and we'll just clean our ink pad, or our stamp. Then we can stick this to our piece of basic white. And I'm just going to stick it towards the front, not the front, the top, so that there's an even space around the sides and along the top, eh? And again, just pressing gently with my finger. You could always do that too if you wanted to. I did have another tissue here. What have I done with it? Don't know. So I'm just pressing down with that. Okay. And then we're going to stick this piece straight to our base card, which is grey granite. Just like that. Yeah, I don't mind that. It's a bit beachy. The beach set in the new mini would look great with this technique actually. I haven't got my mini with me and I can't think of the name of it. It's the one with the surfboards and the tower. Okay. So that's done. Okie dokie. Then we're going to bring in, we'll do our inside while we're here. So we've got a piece of basic white. And we're going to stamp our flower onto here. And we're using Parakeet, not Parakeet Party, Tahitian Tide. Okay. Now I know mine is not Juicy Lucy, so I'm just tapping very lightly, and I'm actually going to just tap off the excess, and we'll stamp this here, just like that. I love the image it stamps. I think it's really pretty. It's like a water wash, and I think it suits this technique what we're doing. So again, we're going to just tap, 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 just very lightly, and we'll do our envelope at the same time, eh? Just like that. Put that aside. Close that up. Bring in the lemon lolly. And we're going to do our centre. So we'll just tap, tap, tap. Just like that. And just like that. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then, I like these two colours together actually. This looks a little bit too long. Oh no. This looks too long for some reason. And we'll just put that in the middle, and that's our inside done. Then to finish it off, all I've done is stamp the same flower, and I'm thinking we put it down here like this, okay? But we'll pop it up, eh? Now I've stamped the flower with Tahitian tide, and I've die cut it with the matching die from the artistic die, artistic dies. This one here, that big one there. Okay, so we're just going to put a couple. We'll put one in the middle for good measure, and we'll stick that just down there like that. Now I've done a couple of leaves, those ones there, and I've stamped them in Parakeet Party, okay? And we're just going to stick that one there. We might put that there, right? So I'm going to stick this down actually, or no, let's pop it up. So we'll just pop that up in there. And we'll do the same with this one, eh? And we'll just pop that. Just decisions. Let's pop that there, right? Then to finish it off, oh, we've got to put our little centre in. So the little centre, I've stamped it in lemon lolly, and I've die cut it with the die, that one there. And they're the leaves that I die cut. It's pretty easy to fussy cut around as well. All images if you don't have the dies. And we'll just pop this up, smack bang in the middle, like that. Then to finish it off, we're going to bring in some embellishments, if I can find them. Yeah. These are the 2022-24 in colour pearls, and we will use our Tahitian tide ones, eh? To make it really, really beachy. I didn't plan it to be like this, but I quite like it. Put one up here. Smack bang there. And we'll put one about here, eh? Put them away before. And that is our card for today, using the lovely soft pastels. So this is the perfect time to grab out your soft pastels and have a play. And if you do, please share in our Facebook group. I'd love to see what you create. Now, when I do my techniques, so that I can have a record of what it actually looks like, I create myself a folder, and I also create a sample, okay? And I stick it in, this is just an A5 folder. You could use the 6x8 Memories and More albums if you wanted to, but I use these, and I just make a sample, and this side I've just done the step-by-step instructions, and I've also put what I use for it. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed that, and we will be back. We might try and do one each week, so we'll be back next week using our soft pastels, and we'll do another technique with them. Okay, thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it. See ya. Hooray.